Video editing is one of the most fun parts of the video creation process. So today, I'm going to be showing you how to edit videos from start to finish. Assuming that you've already written your script, you're going to need to record a voiceover. If you don't have a mic, your phone should work just fine. Most video editing softwares are going to have built-in recording, so just use that. But if not, record separately and import it into your project. Also, when recording the voiceover, make sure to close all doors of Windows so no external sounds are present. But after you've recorded your voiceover and cut it all up to sound right, you're still not done. If you're using Premiere, first, drag the parametric EQ on your voiceover. Then click HP. Drag the HP somewhere between 60 to 80 Hz. Boost the number 1 up in the 100 Hz range. Drag the H up until it sounds right, and then cut some decibels from the number 2. This will take your audio from this to this. Now that you've recorded your voiceover and have it imported into your software of choice, it's time for the fun to start. I personally like to edit a rough draft of my intro before moving on, so let's start with that. The first shots of your video need to be extremely stimulating so your viewer won't click off. Starting with your face may be beneficial as it makes your viewer feel like they are communicating with somebody, and not just an anonymous person behind a screen. Some tips for when you're editing this intro is to keep it less than 20 seconds because anything longer than that just gets boring. And also, try and cut every few seconds or so to make sure your viewer won't lose interest. Now that you've gotten the intro, place all your footage over the rest of the voiceover until you've made it to the end of the timeline. Also, make sure to leave a few seconds for an outro. And once you've done that, that's it. Just kidding. Now we're going to add in those fun visual effects you see in your favorite YouTubers' videos. A cool and funny effect you can use is cutting out the music when you say something funny, like this. And actually, while I'm at it, let's talk about music. You can download music from Artlist or use non-copyright sounds from YouTube. Either way, you're going to need to download a few songs as this will be important for the next part. The next step is going to be to break your video into sections. Basically, just change the song every time you're talking about a new subject. Turn the music down to about -15 decibels, and that's really it. Now it's time to add in the sounds that make your video pop. I usually get all my sound effects from YouTube or from Artlist. You should use sound effects sparingly and at the right times. For example, add whoosh sound effects for transitions like this, or add explosions. You get the point. Finally, we have transitions. Just like sound effects, transitions need to be used at the right time. I like to use transitions whenever I change a subject or the song changes. And if you're wondering where to get transitions from, just go to YouTube and type in free transition pack. And yeah, you're done. Bye. Just kidding, don't click off. Go back to Premiere and watch your YouTube video fully and make adjustments. After finishing a project, I like to come back the next day and watch it from a fresh point of view. And then, if everything looks right, come up to the top left, click export, and wait for this thingy to be done. Now you're finished. Just kidding.